Ladies and gentlemen, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'd like to do good night, but as short as the program is, the people who are getting the awards tonight certainly deserve them, and we will carry on. I'd like to first of all recognize some of the people that we have with us in the audience tonight. Mr. Gordon Jameson, I saw him someplace. There he is. The director of Port Huron South, executive director of Port Huron South. We have Judge Monahan in the audience tonight. We're very pleased. We have two board members, Board of Education members, Jim Sharon and Barbara Daniels. And Mr. Chuck Meeker, who's our Communities and Schools representative. So at this point, I'd like to, Mrs. Hunwick will give the annual school address. Thank you, Mrs. Hunwick.
Hello. As we end the last school year of the 20th century, it's good to reflect on what has happened here at Port Huron South these past 9 months. It's been a busy and productive year, filled with a variety of moments, feelings of pride as we look at tonight's graduates and look forward to more of our students donning caps and gowns next year, a sense of accomplishment as we see past students of South graduating this year from Port Huron High School, Port Huron Northern High School, and Jefferson Adult Learning Center. A sense of affirmation as we participated in district-wide training that concentrated on reaching every student, and knowing that most of those methods are already in place here at Port Huron South. And a sense of connectedness to the community around us as we remember our students building relationships with seniors at nursing homes and serving in the soup kitchen this year. As all of us know, education has expanded to so much more than the basic 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic. The staff here at Port Huron South has worked diligently to prepare our students for life beyond these 4 walls. Working with Chuck Meeker and the Community and Schools organization, our students have benefited from such things as dental checkups and other services. The staff has toured 2 local industries who are willing to form a partnership with Port Huron South to better prepare our students for the workplace. This year has seen several firsts. Many of our high school students were in the block scheduled classes of history, art, and language arts, as teachers and students explored specific periods of history across the curriculum. Our Friday activities continued, and there were many, many trips made possible through the sponsorship of the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, including our very first whitewater rafting trip. Our first ever printed yearbook was produced and is on sale tonight, and students have increased their use of computers in many of their classes. Every marking period, we've recognized our students who achieved level 3, 4, or 5 in a variety of ways, which range from a specially prepared breakfast to airplane rides. We had several new staff members join us this year, and others have retired or are changing positions. We'll miss Joanne very much. She has been an integral part of the success of our program here at Port Huron South. And yet, with change comes growth and opportunities, and we look forward to an exciting new year as we begin a brand new century. Thank you.
Every year, every semester actually, at this time, we like to recognize students who in our minds, the staff's minds, have really accomplished great things. They've targeted certain goals and they've accomplished these goals for themselves. Tonight we have one young man who is receiving the Principal's Award. And this young man is Dan Caboni, but who is not with us tonight. He's got a very important baseball playoff game, and in struggling with the responsibility to be here or to be elsewhere, we suggested that he continue with his baseball efforts. But he received level 5 for 4 out of out of the 5 marking periods so far, so we're really proud of Dan. We also have the honor roll students that we like to recognize, and these students have reached level 4 or more times out of our 6 marking periods. To be on level 4, you have to be absent 1 or fewer times. You also have to pass all your classes with no suspensions, and you have to have a B average instead of the A average for level 5. So tonight, I would like to call up here to receive their awards. Tabitha Hill, I don't know if she's here. She's here, okay. Anna Stanley. Brandy Taylor. We are very proud of these students, and we could go on and on with those students who have achieved level 3 or level 2, and we're not doing that. We think that there should be special recognition for those students who are on level 4 or 5 for as many times as it takes to receive the award. I am very, very proud of these students. We have one other student, but I don't think she's here either. Tina Myers? Okay, she's not here either. At this point, I'll turn it over to Mrs. King.
The following students will be receiving awards for service, which is outstanding service in our school or community. These students are Frank Dickinson, Steve Eagle, pins, remember? Charles Edwards, Derek McKelvey, Crystal Mitchell, Mandy Radigan, David Ross, Anna Stanley, Paul Whitmore, and Jennifer Williams. Thank you, students. You did a great job.
Good evening. My name is Julie Carey, and I would like the Quiz Bowl kids to please come up and stand up here, please. Right in front of Mrs. Singer. Port Huron South, along with 15 other alternative schools, belong to a group called AllNet, Alternative Learning Network. Some of the schools involved are East Detroit, Romeo, Mount Clemens, K-Pac, and Imlay City, just to name a few. That group meets several times during the school year planning activities for the kids, such as a softball game, 3-on-3 basketball, dances, and this year the first annual Quiz Bowl team. Each school was allowed 3 students, so James Warsella, Frank Dickinson, and Brian Guyette, along with Mr. Smith, Mr. Dwyer, and myself, headed for Romeo. There were 8 schools participating and a total of 16 rounds. Well, after the 5th round, our kids were tied for 3rd place. Unfortunately, before the day was end, the guys fell apart and we ended up in 7th. But in my opinion, if there was a trophy given to the most well-behaved and polite kids, Port Huron South would have been number one. Then this group of kids here wanted to have their own quiz bowl in school. So once a week, those kids who are caught up with their 6th-hour work will meet to a challenging game. It's amazing watching these 10 different personalities come together as a group, get along so well while challenging themselves. So at this time, we would like to present these students with certificates of participation in the Port Huron South Quiz Bowl. Justin Cook, Justin is the quietest of the group, but he certainly is a whiz at history. Tiffany Lediskevich, Tiffany's a great player, but she also keeps the group in line. Jasmine Johnson, Jasmine's job is most important. She is the reader of the questions. And Steve Eagle. If there's any questions about movies or TV, Steve's got the answer. In fact, we wonder if he has a life past television. Congratulations, kids. You did good work.
Another area of activity that's my pleasure to recognize this evening is excellence in science. And for several years, Port Huron South has been participating in the County Water Quality Project, where we have examined the quality of the Black River and the St. Clair River and then shared our results with the other schools in the project. Before you leave this evening, if you haven't already had an opportunity, I would direct your attention to 2 exhibits at the north end of the hall. A traditional exhibit showing the members of our team and the actual physical testing that went on at our 2 sites, the one at the Coast Guard Auxiliary Substation on Black River and at the foot of Reed Street, just by our school here. The other is somewhat non-traditional, but is rapidly becoming a standard, and that is a PowerPoint presentation. It was really my great pleasure that our kids chose to do this and to do a PowerPoint presentation at this year's Congress. The people that I would like to recognize, and if you are here this evening, please come forward and be recognized. Mark Bills, Frank Dickinson, Jasmine Johnson, Crystal Mitchell, Jenny Meekum, Mike Parker, Mandy Radigan, Jessica Rinaldi, Jay Steinman, Alex Stubbs, and David Rush. An outstanding group and an excellent demonstration of what can be done.
This is our 3rd year to offer drama to our English students, and it came at a request from the students when we had covered a little bit of Shakespeare in my English class, and I'm sure Debbie does in her English class too. And the kids said, why don't we have drama? And so they approached Ms. Monahan, and we've offered it for a couple of years in the English department. And they've been very energetic about some of their undertakings. They rewrote 12th Night the first semester, which was a phenomenal amount of work. Brandy Taylor has been in drama both full years that it's been offered and has done an outstanding job of playing any part that she had to fill in for. She's memorized lines. She's been male, female. We've done all kinds of things because our population isn't always what you can count on for parts. So Brandy Taylor and Mandy Radigan are our two that would get certificates tonight.
We are privileged here at South to have a real collaborative effort between the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts in St. Clair County and the Port Huron South student and staff to put together our outdoor education program for our students in their Friday activity. This year, over the course of the year, they helped us program a series of activities from hiking, canoeing, horseback riding, skating, cross-country skiing. We've done just about everything. It's been hectic, it's been fun. The kids have really enjoyed it. And we culminated it with a 4-day river rafting trip and caving trip to western Pennsylvania. We just got back about 2 weeks ago and we're all slowly recovering. Tonight I'd like to introduce Connie Moore and Kim Green. Through the course of this program, some of our students are getting community service awards from the Girl Scouts as well as badges for, oh Kim, I forgot. High Adventure badges. This is Kim Green and this is Connie Moore from the Girl Scouts.
Okay, I have some certificates for kids that helped when we were moving from our old building into our new building. They came over and they worked for 2 hours, lugging boxes and boxes and boxes. Steve Eagle and Tabitha Hill are here tonight. And I have some more that aren't present. Tina Myers, Derek McKelvey, Mike Parrish, Jennifer Moore, Tim Cameron, Scott Capps, Charles Edwards, Don Frettenborough, Tony Cupp, Jeremy Pierce, Andrew Reed, and David Rush. And their certificates will be given to them later. And we have 2 girls that participated most of the year and did a lot of the requirements for the High Adventure badge. Tina Myers is not here, but Tabitha Hill is here.
I guess I'd be remiss unless I recognize that the funding for this program is from the United Way, and we really appreciate that too.
At this time, it gives us great privilege and a pleasure from the Port Huron South to recognize someone in the community that we think has given above and beyond in order to support our programs here at Port Huron South. United Way has been phenomenal. United Way has kind of adopted us, and as you've heard through the Boy Scout effort and the Girl Scout effort, many things have happened here at South that normally would not have been able to have happened. In the course of our marriage with United Way and Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, we've come to know a person, a rather special person. And the person that we're going to give our award to tonight comes to us, at least we got to know her a little bit because of our work with the Girl Scouts. But Trish Kinney Weiss, would you please stand up and come up here? I have to say that Trish has been absolutely wonderful. Trish started a Friday activity called Spice Girls. Now, if you are at Port Huron South and you are a young lady between the grades of 7 and 12, and beautiful Miss Weiss came into your life and was going to acquaint you with the nice ways in terms of manners, in terms of dress and makeup and all the rest of the things, you would be delighted to have her. She has been wonderful. The girls have looked forward to Friday activities like I can't tell you how much. She, I know this for a fact, has given up subbing jobs. She's a substitute teacher in Port Huron in order to be with us on Friday afternoons, and we really appreciate that, Trish. So anyway, we would like to give you a plaque thanking your involvement with us at Port Huron South. This is the plaque that you will take with you in appreciation for dedicated work with the students of Port Huron South. We have a plaque that we add names to every year, and her name is added to our plaque, which is exhibited in the office. So if any of you would like to see it. Again, Trish, thank you. You have heard many of the thanks that we give to United Way and Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, and I have to say that their involvement with us at Port Huron South certainly is one of quality. Our mission statement at South is to help our students become reasonable, respectful, and responsible citizens. And along with that goes a certain element of doing quality work. And our students, our kids with us, know that quality means it's the best it can be at the time, and yet it always gets better. And in that process is a self-evaluation. Is this the best I can do? And can I do a little bit better? And so forth. Well, our graduates, even though we only have 3 that we're recognizing from South right now, we do have representation, a goodly number, at Northern and Port Huron High, as well as at Jefferson this year. But when I think about quality, and I think about our mission statement, and I think about our graduates, I think about the fact that Brandy Taylor is with us, and I know Brandy does quality work. You just heard how she's just a wonderful drama student and always is doing her best. She does that with everything that she puts her heart and soul in. Also, Paul Whitmore, who will be really graduating in August. Paul is an artist, he's a musician, he's a writer, he's a student, and he always gives his very, very best. And he's always looking at things with, could I do a little bit better? Do I want to frame this picture, or could I bring it back and make it even better before we frame it? If anything, we have to tell him, it's wonderful, get it in the frame, or else he would continuously improve, 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 and not exhibit the work. So I guess our message from the staff and myself to our graduates tonight is to take this element of quality and apply it to whatever they decide to do in life, whether it be the community college, which it might be, or whether it be the workforce. But we know that you will take with us, with you, from us, the quality endeavor. Congratulations, both of you. Brandy? Paul? Tonight. She's our 3rd student who is graduating from Port Huron South. We have other awards to give. We have student aids that have been very, very helpful for teachers, and we'd like to give those awards at this time as well. Steve Eagle, I know you're here. Would you come up, please? And Paul Whitmore. David Ross. Well, no event, public event at Port Huron South would be complete without a few moments of treasured music from our band. So we have a few moments, 6 moments to be exact, that we are going to be listening to our band, and we are very, very proud of our band. We have a couple of alumni with us, as well as a couple of our students. So at this point, I guess I turn it over to Odin's Toy.
round of applause. Matt Bradman. Matt. Okay, you see a band called Renegade, it's country western. And we have Randy Taylor, our graduate. And Shannon Thomas. Thanks, guys and gals, that's great.
Very good. Are we still on? Okay, we're still on. No program should finish before you thank a lot of people. First of all, I'd like to thank the students who appeared tonight. The fact that you're very responsible people and came to the awards does not go unnoticed. For the people, the students whose names are listed in red, we also want to thank those people. Just because they're not here tonight does not mean they didn't achieve something special during the year, and that should not go unrecognized. I'd like to thank also the folks over at the table and some more who are in the kitchen, because they did the decorating today and are setting out light refreshments, which you'll have in about 33 seconds. They're Judy McBride, Irene Taddy, Sue Strowski, and Anna Liaga. The others are hiding back in the kitchen. And Colleen King, that you just saw up here, did the cake decorating. So Colleen has a real flair for that. And we need to thank Rose Burgess over there, who masterminded the entire ceremony tonight. I'd like to... I guess you probably know by now that Mrs. Monahan will be going to Port Huron Northern next year, and we miss her very much. She has given me 10 seconds to say something nice. Rose Burgess said, would I say a few nice things? And I said, I don't know if I can, not because I couldn't think of anything nice, but the few was the hard word to swallow. And when I said to Joanne that I had a sheet full, she, under threat of great bodily harm, gave me 10 seconds. So I think I almost used that. But I'd just like to say this on behalf of the staff, Joanne. When other classes are around the state tonight are going, the class of 99 and their hopes and their fears, we are also talking about class, and we want to thank you for the class of Joanne Monahan. Thank you. And at this point, I think we are ready for the recession. Are we not going? And at this point, please remain seated for the recessional. After that, would you please avail yourselves of the exhibits over there. I see Mr. Sakani's wood shop has some stuff. Mr. Mino mentioned his water project, Black River Water Project. We have refreshments, and please stay around for them. We'll be selling ice cubes at $1 a piece for a fundraiser. Oh, and Mrs. Monahan just reminded me, there will be a video, a school video of some of the things from our Friday activities. I think you know that we have Friday activities. One of the things that Mrs. Hall mentioned was the scout involvement with our activities, and the young lady who just got an award for her Spice Girls. There are a number of other things we have. And so you'll see some of those things on the video. Pick up your punch and your cake, decorated by Mrs. King, and watch the video and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
In cooperation with Huron Communications